Hello, welcome to the Kickoff episode of Baseline to Start Line. I'm your co-host James.
And I'm your co-host Kenji. Our podcast dives into the untaught yet most important part about being a successful athlete, the mental side.
Beyond motivation, dealing with losses, managing school, life, sports, relationship, and friends, how to overcome adversity and failures.
What failing looks like and what success also looks like. I'm a Division I athlete at LaSalle University. I run track, and I'm an NIL ambassador for Adidas. Um, I'm a triple jumper and a 2 and 4 runner. So those are my main events. And yeah, just a short sprinter.
Yeah, a little bit about my. Oh, do you have stuff to keep going?
No, I was just asking about you.
He's got a long list of stuff here. So I may not be a Division I athlete, unlike Kenji. I think I had some success in high school, but a little bit about me. I led my team in scoring for 3 years. I had multiple seasons over 20 points per game. I was first team all conference my senior year and was runner up for conference player of the year. So just diving a little bit into our podcast, Kenji, when you hear mental toughness, what do you think that looks like?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it looks like, well, I'll first thought that comes to mind, I think about Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody got their favorite like athlete that got like, I guess like a different toughness to them. But like, I feel like the main one that comes to mind is Mamba mentality and like thinking about Kobe. Like you as a basketball player yourself, and I was a hooper too. I wasn't nothing
He
special, but
was. He
like,
definitely was. Go check the film on him.
yo,
It's,
chill. I was
I tell them to go check the film on you.
don't do that one, but don't do that one. But I mean, I hooped a little bit, so I feel like the first thing that comes to mind, probably to me at least, is Kobe. What about you, James? Like, what athlete would you say like comes to mind when you think about mental toughness?
When I think about mental toughness, the first person that comes to mind for me is Jared McCain.
Jared Mc.
Did you
Oh,
watch the YouTube docu-series on him?
nah, I didn't watch the documentary.
It's great. Like for me, that's kind of what mental toughness has looked like for me. It's not just like you said, Mamba mentality or
Okay,
that like David Goggins motivation, one more rep, one more rep. For me, it's just like what understanding what locking in really is and kind of that like calmness before the storm, I would say.
that's for sure. I feel like in both of our sports, like you really have to like. I feel like, especially in track, but there's a lot of actually, no, actually, I ain't even gonna say that for both basketball and track. You definitely have to be able to lock in like mentally before a play, before that gun goes off, before your jumps, like before anything. I feel like you really gotta be able to hone in on and like figure out what you can do yourself to make sure that you can like actually like lock in for real. So what you be
Yeah, so
doing? What you be doing to lock in for your game, James?
honestly, for me, um, it's kind of not getting locked in, I would say. It kind of just like almost locking out in a sense. You got to find a way for me to almost pretend to yourself like you don't care.
That's real.
Naps before the games. Like just before I've shared a lot of locker rooms with you in my life. Just like talk to me
Yeah,
about like track and what that looks like. Because for me, I think there's a lot of the mental aspect for basketball is bigger because there's a lot more ups and downs and you have to adjust to the game of basketball. So talk about like in track, do you necessarily try to get hyped before you race or do you try to be calm? Like what does that look like?
it's low key a mix of both. Like for me, I always remember like why I'm out on the track. Like I just track is fun to me. That's like my favorite thing to do. So I anything I'm doing for track wise, like to lock in before a race or before jumping, I just try to have fun. Like I'll be listening to music, be with my team, especially listening to music. That's like the main thing I say. That's the easiest way for me to lock in, right? Put on some. I'm from the
Yeah,
DMV, so you already lock.
take us through the playlist here.
I bet. So I'm from the DMV, so you already know I gotta represent. Gotta have some ST6 Jody Booth on there. Shoot. Some J Chino for real. Nino Page gonna get you locked in your feelings, and then you gotta get some like Young Foot Soldier. Get your bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on.
Young
We gonna share our playlist in the little comment section. But yeah, I say get some music on. Um, always trying to like have fun with my friends and my teammates on whatever team I'm on. And I guess yeah, mostly trying to get hype because I feel like in track, especially if you get in your head, like In basketball, it's like it's hard to get out your head, but you can get out your head like throughout a game. Like you can have a bad first half, and then like lock in and like have a great second half. But track, you like especially in like races like the 100, it's over like that. So you have a bad if you're not locked in for that start, bro. You're just cooked the rest of the race. Or like if you're jumping, you don't got a good first phase or something like that. Yeah, it's over. So you got to just make sure that you're focused and ready to do what you got to do on that track.
Yeah, a little. What was that one time we had a game? You listen. You listen. We were bumping OT7 Kwani in the locker room. Like that was
Yeah.
your put on. I'm surprised he didn't make your list.
Nah, Kwani's tough. He should have made my list because I'm in Philly now, so I gotta represent for Philly. But yeah, nah, we. Oh, you remember that one time at on Beach Week? We was listening to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that.
I don't think we should discuss what happened on Beach Week on our podcast.
Why you say that?
No specific reason that I want going out to the world.
No comment. No comment.
So I think you gotta know just me as a person where I stand on this. Do you remember that one game before we played Berman? We were bumping Morgan Wallen in the locker room.
Wait, Birdman. Oh, when we was playing home.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do remember that.
yeah, that was my song put on, and I don't think you guys really liked it,
I didn't like it, but it was a little fun memory. I mean,
dude.
I
I
ain't
just
really a
don't
country. I'm not really a
like.
country guy.
I'm just not big into the rap before games. You know, I gotta find my my peace almost.
No, that's real. Like, before, it depends. Like I said, like I like to like get hyped before my meets, but like on the bus rides over there, trust me, I'm bumping some '90s R&B, some Janae Aiko, some to calm me down, some scissor. Trust. So it's
You
really a
see,
mix of
are you a fan of the pregame nap?
pre-game, yeah, pre-race, not really.
Why? Take us through that a little bit.
I mean, basketball, like
Hmm.
I feel like like the game is so much longer than like whatever event that I'm gonna be doing. So like I can in the warm up is a little bit different. So like if I take a nap, then I start warming up and stretching for basketball. Like I'm gonna get warm and like even if I'm not like 100% warm, like starting the game, I'm gonna warm up throughout the game. But for track, like I feel like I can't be like waking up like tired like a couple minutes before my race and then start stressing and stuff. Like the warm up for track is way different for basketball. Like our warm ups take like half an hour to 40 minutes. So alone. And all that just to run like 49 seconds, 48 seconds. So it really just depends. But yeah, I don't I mean pre-game naps, those are pro, but yeah, I ain't with the pre-nap or pre-track naps. That's not me.
I think the pregame nap is essential and so important. Every good game that I've had, bus ride over, you're almost falling asleep, but you can't. You know, you just for me, it's just you got to get out your head.
That's real.
You gotta pretend to yourself. Just pretend that you don't care. Like even
Yeah.
if it's the thing you care most about the world. Like Kenji, I think we all remember what I did senior night, right? It was pretty memorable.
Wait, what part?
What do you mean?
What about senior night?
The absolute abomination of a performance I put on.
Yeah.
If for the people watching at home, a little 30 piece. But
30 points. Some calm for
but
James.
I remember before that was probably the biggest game of the year going into that. We are playing the number two team in the conference, and
Yeah,
that
first
was
senior
gonna
night was looking crazy. I was surprised by that.
that was gonna determine who got the number two seed for playoffs.
Yeah.
And before the game, I'm at the golf range like 2 hours before the game, just trying to find that, you know, just trying to go to that mode of I don't really care. Like I'm gonna go golf before the game.
Y'all don't know about if y'all don't know about me and James, we're real big like golf fans, golfsters over here. So You know,
Oh, this is the time where we insert the video of Kenji. Golfing. Okay, so moving on a little bit. So why do you think being mentally tough is important?
um, realistically, like I feel like if you're not mentally tough, you cannot perform in any sport at a high level, whether that's the varsity level, the collegiate level, or the junior college, like any. I feel like any level above junior varsity. If you're not mentally tough, you're not gonna be able to thrive in your sport. Say something throws you off before a game, like another thing. Something happens with your family, friendship problems, relationship problems, anything of that sort before a game or before a race. If that throws you off to the point where you can't perform in your sport, then you're not mentally tough enough. And that's not to say that these things that would be happening aren't like hard things that like people go through, but like life happens. You can't let it affect your sport for that little second. You have to be able to, I guess, tune it out. And that might sound a little insensitive, but that's just the reality. Like
Hmm.
life happens. Like something's gonna like things happen. Relationship problems happen. Family problems happen. Friend problems happen. School problems happen. You could have failed a test like and got your grade right before you got like got the class, and then you still got a game and you gotta go home knowing that your parents gonna be mad at you, but you gotta lock in for that little second or a little few minutes to hour to seconds of whatever sport that you're doing. So I feel like mental toughness is the one of the most important things that you need to perform in a sport at a high level.
I know, definitely. Speaking to what Kenji said a little bit, I really want to do an episode on relationships, and give my take at least on it, but Kenji seems opposed to the opinion.
Why you say that? Now we could do that episode,
You told me no earlier.
but because I just disagree with your opinion, but we could go into that. I'm down to
Okay.
because we
Okay.
just
I
got
think
different opinions.
being I think being mentally tough is very important, especially when you look at the bigger picture of going through not just a game but a season. You know, I'm a 6 foot, 150 pound. I guess you could say I'm athletic. Oh, I just
Nah,
dropped my mic.
come on, bro. You're an athletic person. Don't do that.
Mm. So me being able to average over 20 points per game for multiple seasons, like you just gotta have it mentally. Like I've seen so many guys that are great, guys that end up going to play Division 1 basketball, Division 2 basketball, but they never have that game where they scored 30 or 40 points, or they never even average over 10 points a game, or just have any breakout performances, I would say, but because they just show that potential, and well, that's going to get them to where they want at the end of the day. Are they finding that success within them to be happy in their performance that they're having, right? So like I almost think it takes a little bit of arrogance in you to just be that kid that says, I don't care what's I don't like you said earlier, I don't care what's going on in my life. I don't care what's happening in the game. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and you guys can't really stop
Yeah,
me. I think that's definitely one of the biggest things.
yeah, I agree.
So I would say like if you could just give, we have all these key terms when we define being mentally tough, stuff like flow state, adversity, failure, success. What is the biggest thing that kind of stands out to you in those key of words?
The biggest thing that stands out to me in what flow state
And just anything like that, anything that has to deal when you talk about the mental side or just big aspects when it comes to sports.
was like, trying to think what initially comes to mind.
Or just what stands out to you.
Can I say like a person that stands out to me?
Sure.
Well, I was gonna think about like a professional athlete or like a collegiate athlete that like I guess shows mental
My
toughness.
God.
My biggest, bro, the biggest example, the first example I got, I ain't gonna lie. Just think about, and this is in my sport. Just think about Jesse Owens, man.
Oh,
Bro,
okay, we're going.
imagine going to Germany and you getting called the hard R every step you take, and everybody's just like spinning on you, clowning on you, like just extreme racism to like literally the max extent, like to the max. And you go out there and you medal. And Jack, how many times? How many events he medal in? 3. He got the long and the 100. That just takes so much mental toughness, in my opinion. And another example, Jackie Robinson. Bro, Jackie Robinson's a dog, bro. Like if y'all heard the things that they were saying to him when he's in the dugout and when he's getting up to pitch or hit, or no, he was a hitter, right?
Yeah.
And a shortstop, yeah, he was a hitter and a shortstop, bro. The stuff that they were saying to him and the fact that he was able to lock in for those little moments and tune everything out while facing that much adversity. That's just like
Mm.
those are two dogs I consider in sports that like really show mental toughness. And, like that's the first things that come to mind.
Yeah, no, definitely both legends. When we immediately talk about Kenji, collegiate athletes and people that Kenji look up to, there's one name that comes to mind that I thought that I was a little surprised. Why is he laughing? That's his goat right there.
Yeah, because I know you better. What's it called? I know you better say
I'm
it.
surprised that you didn't say them.
Well, because I, yo, I meant wait. Let me see if it's who I think it is.
We both know who we're talking about here.
All right, say it.
I'm waiting for you to say who you want to
I'm
say.
waiting for
Like,
you to say who you think I'm talking about.
we all know that you're talking about that kid from Michigan.
Wait, from where? Because he's not from Michigan. He's not from Michigan. He goes
Well,
to Michigan.
technically he's from New York, but a lot of people think of him as the Michigan. He goes to Michigan right now, so I think we'd call him the kid from Michigan.
Yeah, so we talking about Elliot Cadeau, man.
Hmm.
That dude has faced so much adversity. Like
That is very true.
he, man, there's a lot going on with him. He didn't have the best freshman season. He had a better sophomore season, but still not the greatest. And he was getting torn up on social media, like everybody calling him washed, like saying that he's never gonna go pro. And it's just stuff like that. Like I just can't like I don't understand why you would hate on another athlete for trying his best. Like he didn't do anything wrong, but the fact that he's still trying to like strive to be great, strive to go to higher programs, better places, find a better coaching fit, and honestly pursue his basketball dreams of playing professional basketball. I think he's also another one of them dogs that don't really be talked about and for the right reasons.
Yeah, no, definitely a special kid with special talent. I think he will have a better season at Michigan this year.
I think so.
If you don't know him, go look him up on TikTok.
Go look him up on TikTok, on Instagram. Shout out Shots by Kai. He be having the best gameplay footage of him. He be yeah. But Shots by Kai, he got the good clips of him. Elliot Cadeau, he been a dog ever since like ninth grade, bro. That's when he was first on my radar. I can't hold you. I forget what camp he was at that I seen the clips of him. But yeah,
Were you at the camp too?
I unfortunately I was not at the camp. Couldn't make that one. I think I had like a cookout or something to go to. But um, yeah, just a dog. College or high school too. When he was on Team Lightning with Jakai Howard
It was
and
like I'm pretty sure they're called New York Lightning.
all right. Well, I call him Team Lightning, but
Yeah, yeah.
the Kai Howard, Tahad, who else, and Elliot, and there was like two more on there,
No,
bro.
I
They
think
all
Rob was on that team too. Rob Dillingham. No, he
he was on
wasn't.
the team with no way, no
I
way.
think he was.
That's
No,
overpowered, bro. Nah. Because Rob's like a year above them, so I think like
no, he's not. Rob is younger than him. Wait,
nah, he can't be.
no, he's not. Yeah, he's a year older than
Ooh.
him.
Actually,
I don't know who else was on that team. There was definitely
did
a
Rob
fourth one.
wait? Did Rob do? Rob did 1 year in college,
Yeah, Rob did 1 year in college. He's done a year. So
and then
and
went
then
to.
no, Elliot reclassed up. He reclassed up.
Oh, you see, bro, another dog, bro. You to be able to play against higher talent, bro. Higher talent, older kids, bro. That's one of them. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, so for me, going back to what we said at the beginning of this little debacle, like the biggest word that sticks out to me is flow state. Because if you don't know, Kenji had a game. He was a sophomore. This was a sophomore year. So for me, being in the flow state is very important because I mean, guys like Jared McCain and all a lot of NBA players talk about it now, but that flow state for me is just you're almost playing out of your mind. Like you don't know what's going on. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously me, I've experienced that flow state a couple of times, but then I remember one game our sophomore year, Kenji had 16 points. It was his lifetime high.
Yo, chill, bro.
That's your am I wrong?
Nah, I think against Capital Hoops, I had 20, 30.
No, you did.
Might have been like 36. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, 36. I think something like that.
Maybe
But
on
I mean,
2K.
but I guess we could do 16 as my lifetime high. But
Yeah,
I had
but I just want to, did you know how many points you had during the game?
nah, pretty. I thought I had like 10.
Exactly. That's my biggest thing right there. When you ever have a good game, and every basketball player knows this at home, every time you have a good game, you never know how many points you have at the end because there's
Yeah,
just
of
I gotta
course.
talk to my Fred Flintstone. Like there's just a period where you're just scoring and or just playing well, and you're not thinking.
That is true.
Okay, moving on. What is one thing that you do to stay mentally calm slash disciplined?
Mm,
This can be not necessarily before games or after games, but just one thing in your life that looks like.
oh, uh, journaling and also
You
meditation.
don't journal. There's
I
why you don't journal, bro.
I could show you mine, bro. What are you talking about? I don't really like. I don't do nothing
Kenji, there's
excessive,
no huzz on here. We don't have to be performative.
bro. Well, okay, come on, bro. Stop.
Okay,
But
do you also take sunset pictures?
no, I don't take sunset pictures. That's not me, bro. But nah, I actually do. No, like I don't journal like every day. But before meets, like at New Balance, like I was OD nervous, and like other meets where I've been like insanely nervous to help calm my nerves, I do like write down like what I'm feeling, and then I write down affirmations. Like I am a talented jumper. Like I am like a fast sprinter. Like I'll write that down, and it just be calming me down. That's what my mom does. Like anytime, like when I was younger, like she always told me to just write down affirmations because like what you say matters. So stuff like that. But yeah, the meditation, but like it's not always like just quiet meditation. It could just be meditating, thinking about my thoughts, and then just listening to some calming music, like something like that. I'll be doing that often. What about you,
Yeah,
James?
I'd say the biggest thing for me is just trying to distract myself or get away from the game as much as possible. I'd say probably like going back to the golf thing over the summers and a little bit throughout the season, to be honest. You just try to, I just tried to focus on golf a lot. Like just, I don't know, just try to do something that gets me away from basketball because sometimes like you don't want to get so in your head or so overthinking about your sport and just straight go because that causes either burnout or lack of self-confidence that I'm doing all this, why am I not great? Well, maybe let's just try filling something else in our lives that we can be happy with. Not saying that we have to not do what we love, but let's just try to to fill our lives with something else that we can just enjoy and not necessarily worry about how we perform in that. So that way we might be able to get happiness in our life and that can build momentum to then doing good at what you want to do good at. So that was just a big thing for me while I was playing.
Nah, that's real. You do definitely need to take some time off. That's one thing. Ever since I got to college, one thing that's like really stressed is like having like good active rest, recovery. Like making sure that you're sleeping enough, going to the trainers or something hurts, making sure that you're resting. Like we have every day, like Wednesday's been our like rest days. Because we'll have hard workouts on Tuesday, making sure that you're getting rest, not just go 100% of the time, making sure that you like good mentally. That's a focus that they really focus on college, at least over here at LaSalle. So
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
speaking on that, just talk us through about what just a little bit about what being a collegiate athlete looks like for you.
Um, definitely gonna be tired. Uh, and sore. It's a step up from high school. We could talk about my this crazy jump from high school to college. If y'all don't know, Sandy Spring does not have a track, so our workouts will be running around our athletic center.
Sandy Spring.
It's like just looking from where I came, bro. Like, man, I ain't trying to say it like that, but I'm just saying like it's a big difference. So coming from that and not really having like much at the trainer other than ice, and then like the most like intense thing that we had was cupping, like the
I never did get cupped at high school.
yeah, like that, and it was rare to do it because half the time our trainer like wasn't there because she had to be going like everywhere. Like
Dude, we're just throwing shade
I
on
ain't
our
trying to
old high
say, I'm
school
just saying
here.
like it's just like there's a big difference. Like in college, like you're hurting, you could go to the trainer.
Mhm.
Right now I'm dealing with a hamstring injury, so anytime I feel any pain, I go to the trainer. They do the stem machine on me, and it's like electrical currents that get sent to your muscles. You could take ice baths. Um, but the main thing I say is the training difference. We have 7 a.m. practice every day of the week, and if you have classes like after that, you could like classes like that are like 8 or like 9, like that. It would be too conflicted with the practice time. There's also 12:30 practice, um, and then you also have lift from 11 to 12. So definitely like a ramp in like how much you're practicing and the type of practicing you're doing. Everything is efficient like this. The weight room quick, like you're getting out of there in 40 minutes. Like that's like the max. Like our group is really quick. We got a lot of support academically and athletically. So definitely just if you want the help, you can get it. Um, if you're struggling, you can definitely get help. So I think that college, especially at LaSalle, we just got a great program, great trainers, great everything. So it's just it's a big step up from high school. Like
Oh
those
my gosh.
what?
They were just throwing dirt on Sandy Springs' name.
I ain't throwing it there. I'm just saying it's bro. Just don't expect it to be sweet. It's everything that you're gonna ask for. Everything you're gonna ask for. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
Anytime.
that was a great school for both of our athletic careers. Why are you laughing? Like,
It really.
okay,
Now that I think about it, for track wise, it definitely was. My track coach, Coach
you
Edward
didn't
Bailey.
run track before you got to the school.
Hmm?
You didn't run track before you got there.
No, I didn't. I'm saying it was a great.
Exactly.
I wasn't saying that I did.
Okay.
I'm
So
saying
now, oh, keep
now
going.
what? No, no, you got it.
I was just gonna wrap it up.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, so as we're wrapping
How
up,
long
we
is
just
on
want to
this
thank,
one for? It don't even show. That's calm. It's
but
saying it's just
as we're wrapping up here, we wanna thank you guys for. I gotta look into the camera for this. We want to thank you guys for tuning in for our first episode. Hopefully, we'll see you back for episode 2, as that will be a way better, not way better. This episode was great, but we'll be definitely diving into some more concentrated. We just want to talk over a little bit about who we are and what we do. But before we go, Kenji, should we share a Bible verse with everyone?
I bet you got it. Take us away, James.
Do you have one? Do you have one that you want to share?
Um, I don't got one offhand. My favorite Bible verse though is Philippians 4:13.
Mm.
You know that one?
Okay, that's with the strength of Christ, I can do anything, right?
Yeah, I could do all things through Christ
Hmm.
who strengthens me. Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
favorite.
so I just, we're not here to force our religion on anyone, but I just feel like with any platform that I have, I feel compelled to share the Lord's word. So one Bible verse that I had been using way before I kind of even, was still playing, and this is something that helped me get through this dark time. In the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 8, he says, "Do not gloat over me, my enemy. Though I have fallen, I will rise. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light." I think that's just very powerful to help people that, this might not be the brightest time in their life. They might not be going through that success that they're having as an athlete, but you'll be in dark right now. Let the Lord be your light, and then you will find that light through the Lord.
It's okay, beautiful scripture. I actually
Thank
haven't
you.
heard that before.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your co-host
Appreciate
James.
y'all. And I'll Kenji. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Tune into the next one. It's gonna be soon. Trust.
All right, thank you guys.
See y'all.